In the aftermath of the mysterious death of the President of the United Federation of Planets, a brittle alliance with the Romulan Empire is put to the test, and a new era of government begins under President Vindenpawl. In his continuing investigation into Siffron's death, head of Presidential Security Matt McCabe, along with Science Intern Mara Onshul, are on a special assignment, but a surprise detour brings them face to face with pirates and renegades, and a trip to the notorious Hell's Gate.
We'll get right to today's event in just a moment, but first I'd like to say a few words about health. Over 50% of all family colds can be traced to uneven heat or overheating in the home, so protect your family's health by drinking Blue Juice, the Quadrant's finest liquid vitamin extract. Then you'll be sure of steady, lasting health at less cost. The next time you order a drink, ask for Blue Juice by name.
Mara,
Oh!
Could you turn that down?
You scared me.
Cloaking device. Just had it installed on Tuesday.
Bad enough we're on a Delassian freighter, but you had to rig the subspace so that it only picks up Percy Square's transmissions.
Hey, don't mess with that. It's the playoffs.
What's with all the commercials?
Federation might not use money, but the rest of the galaxy sure does.
And where did you get the money to furnish us with such a luxurious transport?
You don't want to know. Did you order room service?
No. What are you doing with that phaser? Why do we need a phaser?
Here, hold it behind your back.
Okay.
Open. Hello? There's nobody. Ah, nice. Unmarked package.
Am I expected to shoot it?
No biohazards detected. No explosive devices, but it does have a power source.
Hidden Frontier Productions presents Federation 1, starring Wayne Webb as Matt McCabe, Rebecca Wood as President Vindenpawl, Jacques Fredont as Cart, Aaron Leddick as Tam Ensi, Barbara Clifford as Margaret McGowan, David O'Neill as Admiral Selleck, and Heather Ashleigh as Mara Onshul. Episode 201, Intel, written by Eric Weaver and Brian S. Matthews, directed by James DeRuvo.
Onshul! Onshul, where are you?
I don't know. I can't see anything. Can you move?
I'm tied to a chair.
Oh, me too. Have we been blinded or...
The lights are off, you fools. Let there be light.
General! I just assumed you weren't going to help me out this time around.
I seriously considered not helping you. But then I realized you would likely be a greater nuisance without my assistance.
He seems to know you pretty well.
That's not Korg. It's a hologram.
How do you know that?
General, your sister has a smooth forehead.
I have arranged transport for you and your traveling companion to Hell's Gate. Your debt to me has doubled. One day, I will collect.
Hell's Gate.
We've got bigger problems.
You said that we were going low profile to Deep Space 12.
I said low profile, near Deep Space 12.
Hell's Gate isn't...
In comparison to Romulus, it is.
Ugh.
Look. Do you recognize the bulkheads?
No. They look pretty old, but...
I know why we're tied down. And I know who's running the ship.
Who?
Renegades, dear Onshul. McCabe hates renegades, especially me.
Nicholas Roberts.
Captain Nicholas Roberts.
He was a Starfleet officer. Now he's a pirate.
Pirate is so harsh. I prefer renegade. And I hear it's becoming quite fashionable these days.
I don't care what you were promised for helping me. Beam us back to the transport ship.
Right now, I'm one of the few humans who can approach Hell's Gate without being shot at. And they've seriously beefed up security since your friends on the Helena caused a scene.
It's Helena. Helena.
I've already been paid. And whether you like it or not, Columbia is the safest way to get on board that station.
Captain to the bridge. It's checks.
What the hell?
Untie us, Roberts. I know about you. I know the ship is undermanned.
Fine, but you will obey my orders.
Captain on the bridge.
What the hell is Chex doing?
Shield's holding at 63%.
How do you know him?
He helped us out of a jam or two, and we've always paid him on time. What the hell's wrong with him? Open a channel.
Channel open.
Chex, quit rubbing your ears and talk to me.
He's responding.
Do you think we Ferengi are comic relief? Even for a human, your business practices are despicable!
What did I do?
You sold me out! Not 6 hours after you paid me my $1,500! I was attacked, and the lot was stolen!
Who attacked you?
Your friends! More humans!
Well, it wasn't my friends. All my friends are on this ship.
Really? Your commander friend is nowhere to be found!
Jack's mom died.
Jack?
A convenient excuse!
You know, Moogie won't live forever, Chex.
You talked about his mother.
I will eviscerate you in front of your mother, Roberts!
Do you have scans of whoever attacked you? Maybe we can help you find them.
Hey, easy on the offers, kid.
Every starship's different. Give us your data, and...
Don't use the find the real thieves bluff on me!
If I had friends, why aren't they defending me now?
I'm sure they're all spending my latinum!
I'm not above firing on you for your own good, Chex. I think my restraint thus far proves I'm not guilty of your charges.
I want my latinum! And you know I have the ability to take your ship by force!
Your whole stress points say otherwise. A couple of well-placed torpedoes should leave you dead in the water.
So what's it gonna be, Chex? You keep shooting, I shoot back, and neither of us get anything? Or you let us help you and we both win?
Prepare to receive my data stream.
That was painless.
There's damage to the engines and the cloak's offline.
Okay, not so painless.
Getting the data now, Mara. How quickly can you turn around an analysis on the attacking ships?
Not so fast, Mr. McCabe. The sensor analysis was your idea. You do the work. That's how it works on Columbia. Deputy Onshul deserves a reward for getting us out of a jam. Say, dinner?
I don't think it would be appropriate.
That's only because you've never had my grilled salmon.
Where did you get Nova Juice?
One of Vrijheid's few exports that people seem to enjoy. And it goes great with seafood.
Thank you.
How do you like the main course?
I'm impressed. I can't even tell it's replicated.
That's because the lemon and asparagus are genuine.
Can the same be said of you?
Wow, you know, you tried to do something nice for someone.
Captain Roberts, I have no reason to trust you. You have no reason to trust me. Either this dinner is an attempt to bridge our distrust, or it's a fishing expedition with fish as the bait.
How long have you been working for McCabe again?
Sure you already know that?
True. But what I don't know is why you continue to work with him. I mean, after all, you were loaned out by the Science Council to help McCabe investigate Saffron's death. That case has been closed for a while now, and yet here you are.
Which should tell you all you need to know about the current status of the investigation.
Maybe. But when I take into consideration the fact that you left your fiancé to meet up with Mr. McCabe, I'm forced to consider other possibilities about the state of many things.
We're colleagues.
I guess I just want to know who you're both working for. The Federation or each other.
Computer, begin sorting.
How's it coming?
The Marauder's sensors were damaged in the attack. I've got hull configurations and some power signatures, but all I can say is that they were small, powerful fighters.
Any of these fighters on sensors at the moment?
No, and that's a definitive no. I noticed that Columbia's sensors are capable of very thorough scanning.
You getting at something?
How does a 100-year-old ship have the latest in sensor technology? How the hell have you managed to survive out here?
Columbia hasn't celebrated her centennial just yet. But to answer your question, we're resourceful. We're survivalists. We know what we're doing. And we're lucky.
Lucky? With this ship's upgrades, you must have friends in Starfleet.
Captain Roberts has friends everywhere. You should remember that.
Captain's Log Supplemental. Columbia's arrived at Hell's Gate. I'm tempted to jettison McCabe in an escape pod and take his deputy with me to the meeting aboard the station. But I have a feeling he would find a way to rob me of the joy of robbing him of joy. With any luck, McCabe will be able to get the information he wants, and that'll get him off my ship.
I'm coming with you.
That's not the arrangement.
I'll be with him the whole time.
I've had my ears open. There's a bounty for Starfleet officers on this station.
Mara, I'll be fine. And if something happens, I'll be counting on you to come up with a rescue.
Keep the porch light on until we get home. Energize.
Awaiting user command. Will reply to you shortly.
Why are we on the promenade?
What? You think he'd let anyone beam into his private office?
Maybe if he wasn't a criminal, he wouldn't have to be so paranoid.
You can't see things in black and white here. Color blindness on Hell's Gate is a death sentence. Come on, I'll buy you a drink. Loosen you up.
Don't want a drink.
Yes. Yes, you do.
Okay, I got one scotch and one blue juice.
Cheers.
If you really knew me, you'd know why this matters.
I care, kid. Believe me, I care.
Just not enough to do anything about it.
What you don't know about me is greater than the sum total of what you do know about yourself. I love the Federation. I care. Believe me, I care that Saffron is dead. I wouldn't have agreed to Korg's request if I didn't.
And yet you're still skulking about the quadrant, bartering and swashbuckling. What are you doing that matters?
Your bill, sir. Thank you.
Thought you had a tab.
I do. That pad has an access code.
To what?
Come on, let's go walk the promenade.
Okay. What's up with the wall?
Maybe it was more to the left. The control and the hatch are hidden behind a holographic field.
Stop what you are doing! Get away from that wall!
Relax, boys. We've been invited. Ah, here it is.
Thank you. That'll be all.
Is this the guy?
Shh. Thoteries, it is agreeable to see you.
And you. And welcome. Lieutenant Commander Matthew McCabe, all the way from Federation 1.
You told him who I was?
He'd have found out anyway.
Your friend is quite right. Lying to me would have been inadvisable.
He's a businessman, McCabe.
Indeed. Computer, drinks. Tranya.
I will relish it.
None for me, thanks.
Your loss.
Captain Roberts, after I read your communique, I considered denying you access to the station.
Starfleet won't cause you any trouble today. You have my guarantee.
Thank you, Captain. But I have my own guarantee.
You mean those Klingons who didn't like me padding your wall?
The Klingons are only my private bodyguards. The station has its own security fleet now. Warp-capable fighters, fully armed.
We didn't see any coming in.
They stay out of sight, unless needed. So, to business. How can I help President Vindenpawl today?
How do I know I can trust you?
Because Captain Roberts trusts me.
I don't trust Captain Roberts.
Then your decision to follow him here was rather illogical.
His being a Vulcan really takes the sting out of him being a criminal, doesn't it?
My people are long-lived, but that doesn't mean I accept having my time wasted.
Understood. McCabe, get on with it.
Fine. The Sona. They sell subspace weapons on this station, don't they?
Hell's Gate enjoys business of many kinds. It's station policy not to divulge specifics.
Unless that information is paid for, so what's it gonna cost?
For a small finder's fee, I could put you in touch with a vendor.
How much for contact with vendors who peddle adaptive viruses?
You're not testing my discretion, are you? You're genuinely not in possession of this knowledge.
How would I already know?
It suddenly occurs to me that you're not here for the reasons I thought you were. Furthermore, I'm theorizing that certain parties would not approve of your actions.
Who bought the virus?
McCabe?
The last time a Starfleet officer acted outside the bounds of the Federation, this station experienced a severe drop in revenue. In short, rogue Starfleet officers hurt my bottom line. Check.
Now you've done it.
I guess this really was a waste of time.
For you, perhaps. Take them to the arena.
Commander Marshall, if all I can access is sensor logs, why am I on the bridge?
Captain Roberts wants me to keep an eye on you, and I can only do that on the bridge since I'm in command.
Did you know your sensors have blind spots?
They don't.
Then what's this?
That's a sensor void, not a blind spot.
And it didn't occur to you to investigate something blocking sensors?
We noted it, but we're not here to probe unprobable zones.
There could be ships hiding in that void. An ambush.
Perhaps.
I could be tracking your captain right now, making sure he's safe.
The situation is under control.
How long have you been blindly following Captain Roberts' orders?
When Captain Roberts gives an order, it's to safeguard my life and the life of everyone on board this ship. When Commander McCabe gives an order, do you know if he's even thinking about you?
I volunteered to come here. He never asked, he never ordered.
Well, I guess that makes you as stupid as him. This quest of yours is suicide. You think you're covering your tracks? You're not.
Maybe letting it be known that some people haven't closed the investigation into Saffron's death is a good thing.
People hate a rocking boat, believe me. We had to become criminals just to prove that the Cardassians were killing Federation citizens. What do you think they'll do to you when they find you're trying to ruin an answer that keeps everyone happy?
What's that?
Station's locked its weapons on us.
This is Station Security. Lower your shields and hold position until further notice.
Maybe you should reconsider upping my access now.
Lower your shields and hold position until further notice.
Place your bets. The combatants are about to enter the arena.
You just had to lose your temper.
Why don't they just kill us?
The money's in the method, not the result.
He has to know we won't cooperate.
Shut up, you two.
Votaries always has a plan.
We've got a special treat tonight, fight fans. No holograms, no fancy tricks, but real men in a fight to the death.
Get in there.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give you Starfleet Officer Matt McCabe and his opponent, the infamous Captain Roberts.
Forget it! I am not going to fight this man!
Ladies and gentlemen, if you'll direct your attention to the main monitor, you'll see a lovely starship, a fine example of years gone by.
This is not good.
If our combatants do not fight to the death, we'll destroy their ship, killing every man and woman aboard. Now does our entertainment begin, or shall we start taking bets on how many disruptor hits Columbia can sustain?
Fight.
I'm sorry for what's about to happen.
Me too.
I don't believe this.
Boys will be boys.
We need an idea.
Think fast. They've got swords.
Ever held a sword before? Oh, that answers my question.
How much did you bet on yourself?
You think I planned this?
Sudden death time! 5-minute time limit to declare a winner, or a whole lot of losers.
That escalated in a hurry.
Boost power to the transporters.
You've got a way through their shields?
No. Do you?
What are you doing? Pick up your sword!
Shut up and kill me.
I am not going to make you a martyr.
One of us has to die for Columbia to survive, and I don't see you offering up your throat.
I've come a long way since a few minutes ago.
The needs of the many.
These men are both cowards. They have no honor. You have no honor.
He's got a bomb!
Gorg! Put down the detonator! Gorg!
They've initiated evacuation protocols. Internal shields are dropping.
It worked! Holographic Korg to the rescue. I've got a transporter lock.
Warp standing by.
We've got him aboard. Let's get out of here.
What the hell just happened? Where's Korg?
Safe and sound in your databanks. How did you do it, Mara?
We hacked their holo-control through the cargo systems. Marshall ran a piggyback through the transporters.
Ray's cloak.
It's still offline.
Any sign of pursuit?
Not yet, but the panicked riot on the station might be slowing them down. New contacts. Small fighters on an intercept course.
Max warp.
We're still recovering from Chex's attack. Best we can do is warp 7.
These are the same ships that attacked Chex's ship.
Are you sure? How fast are they?
They're at warp 9.8 now.
We can't win a firefight.
They're entering weapons range. Hey, I recognize these ships.
Shields down to 20%.
What about that sensor void? Can we reach it?
We don't want to go in there. Cartography says it's an asteroid belt and we'd be completely blind.
So will they.
Don't tell me a bunch of space pirates can't navigate an asteroid belt.
Do it.
Aye, sir.
So much for that idea, they're following us in.
Oh, they must be really mad at us for embarrassing them.
No readings from the sensors, too much interference.
Navigation?
Short range and visual, sir. I'm plotting a rough course, but variables...
Breaking sensor interference has become one of my hobbies. Let me take a look. I'll need a few minutes.
Sure. What's a few minutes when you can't see ahead of you?
I've pierced some of the interference. I think one of the asteroids is... pursuing? What the hell?
Scanning.
What the hell is that?
Move! Move!
Is it alive?
The Helena encountered one of these. They called it a Kraken.
Well, it's gonna be cracking us open in a minute. Lock weapons and fire at will.
It'll drink those phasers and spit torpedoes right back at us.
You're serious?
Dead serious.
Mother Nature was in a bad mood when she made this beast.
Hang on. Tentacles.
Columbia's shields are too weak to protect us from these asteroids.
Keep moving. I'd rather be pulverized than eaten.
We can get out of this. Tell engineering to load a shuttle with bioneural gel packs and start a particle purge.
Particle purge for what?
Decleon particles. They'll be all over the shields. It's the Kraken's waste product.
I'm not reading any. Not a trace.
If it's not giving off Decleon, then...
It means it's absolutely starving.
It means we can go to warp.
In an asteroid field?
Marshall, stand by to go to warp.
We're blocked in!
Then open a door.
Oh, man. Okay. Give me the torpedoes and all the phasers.
Fire everything we've got dead ahead and go to warp. Engage. I suppose I won't be going back to Hell's Gate anytime soon. You really know how to wear out my welcome, McCabe. So what's your next destination?
We have to follow the money.
Captain, we've synced with the Delosian transport, ready to initiate a warp beam out.
End of the line, McCabe.
Thank you for your help.
If you really worked for McCabe, you'd learn never to thank a guy like me for anything.
Sometimes students outgrow their teachers.
Yeah, this is touching, but we've got a lot of work ahead of us. So...
Killjoy to the very end. Can't say I'll miss you, Commander, but good luck. Trying to take down the establishment is no small task.
Energize.
Rigelian poets once wrote of the intoxicating aroma of the dung beetle, and how romance could be ignited simply by its fragrance in the air.
Could you please turn that off?
Angry because it's not for C squares.
I'm not angry, but you're trying to avoid talking to me.
I'm not avoiding... Alright, yes, I am.
What's the problem? Come on, we're a team here.
The fighters from Hell's Gate? They're manufactured on Vrijheid.
Are you sure? I've made myself very familiar with Vrijheid ships, and...
They're a new model. My fiancé, he works at the plant. He might have built one of those ships that tried to destroy us yesterday.
Mara, you're beautiful. Next up, Vrijheid.
I knew it. I knew you'd twist this to make it about President Vindenpawl. She's going to be your chief suspect until the day you die.
It's the missing piece. Notorious buys isolytic weapons from the Somna. He trades them for a Tal Shiar virus, then sells that to Vrijheid for his fancy new fighters. Then he uses those fighters to steal Latinum, covering his initial payment for the subspace weapons.
You still can't connect Vindenpawl to...
He thought I knew. Notorious thought my being presidential security meant that I knew everything.
Ugh, I can't accept this.
Mara, when are you going to come over to my side?
When have you tried to be on my side? Alright, look. I'll help you when we get to Vrijheid. But after that, no matter what happens, plan on me never helping you again.
This episode also featured from Starfleet Renegades in association with Quindar Entertainment, Gregory Crafts as Captain Nicholas Roberts, Wendy Goff as Commander Kathy Marshall, Keith Sidor as Chex. Also starring Carl Puder as Korg, Will Dees as Notorious, Andy Kinnear and Ben Wisman as the Klingons, Eric Weaver as arena announcer, Mark Painter as commercial announcer, Bodo Hartvig as nature narrator, Robin Hirt as station security, Chris Capuccio as the waiter, and Matt Jameson as crowd voice. Music by Daniel Chan. Audio engineering and editing by Michael Hudson. Produced by Andrew Foster. Executive producer Rob Caves. Federation 1 is a Hidden Frontier production.